All right, so today we're going to talk about technique 33, which is cold call. And cold call is call on students regardless of whether they've raised their hands.
So there are 4 purposes for a cold call. The first is to check for understanding, because if you are only calling on the students who have their hands raised, then you won't be able to monitor all of the students. You might think that you've achieved a higher level of success than is actually going on in the classroom.
Okay, so another purpose of cold call is pacing. So we've all had a moment when we've asked a question to our students and then there are literally crickets in the room, and then we wait and wait and wait for somebody to raise their hand. So we waste a lot of instructional time doing that when we're waiting for raised hands. So it would be simpler and faster if we just posed the question and followed it with a student's name. Not to necessarily put them on the spot, but to keep the students engaged and the pace flowing.
Another purpose for cold calling is called backstopping your ratio. And basically this means you're trying to keep more students engaged and ready to answer. If students know that on the back end of an activity they're going to be called on, or they're likely to be called on, they're going to be more engaged in their work.
Create a culture of engaged accountability. When students see teachers calling on other students who don't have their hands up, they realize that raising hand is used as a sign for having something worthwhile to say, not as a means to control whether or not to participate. The students then prepare for the possibility that they might be asked to answer questions or offer their opinions.
Okay, so we just got finished reading Jack and Jill. So Miss Mays, what was the setting of that story?
Outside on a hill.
Miss Brunson, can you get more specific?
It was on a hill outside.
On a hill outside, great. And Miss Kositz, who are the characters in that story?
The characters in the story were Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill were the characters. So then, Miss Brunson, what was the genre of that story?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Miss Mays, can you help her out?
The genre of that was realistic fiction.
Ooh, I think you might be right there.